Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Coughlin High School football. Junior lineman Ryan Solt joining us right now. Well, Ryan, I know you're as excited as anybody. Here we are in 2 days, and it's all underway. And you got a nice outlook this year with your team. Tell us about what you're feeling right now as you get ready here.
I'm feeling very good because we have a very strong returning group of kids this year. Jake Stoller, our quarterback, he's very, very strong, very mature. Our whiteouts, Mike Brown, Nick Salafi, Josh Stovic will be going in at tight end. Those guys are very, very well coached. They're going to be doing very well this year. Our O-line, we have Evan at center. We have PJ Marinko at left guard, me at guard. My friend Devin Ortolani's at right tackle. Naheem Kenzakowski at left tackle. Our O-line's very strong. And on defense, we're stacked on the D-line. We have linebackers are very well depth. Our defense will be very, very strong this year. That'll be a good attribute to us.
Well, every time you go down and see Coach Curry at Berwick, he always says, Coughlin's huge. They're huge. Tell us about the big qualities there at Coughlin this year. Everybody keeps saying you guys are off the charts, but you still got to get out there and you got to hit somebody. You got to be physical.
Yes, sir. That's one thing Coughlin always is. We're always big. Honestly, I can't remember a time we didn't have big O-linemen, D-linemen. Like this year, I'm 6'3", 290. My right tackle is 6'2", he's about 250. Center, 260, he's about 6'2", 6'3". Our left guard, PJ, he's about 6 foot, but he's 250 pounds. And then Naheem, he's about 6'3", almost 6'4", and he's a good size, 275. And then our D-line, same thing. Our D-line's always huge.
Ryan Solt from Coughlin here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Ryan, it's your junior year, and you're around going to some football camps. People want to see you. You'd like to get out to see some places, and football is going to be in your future. Tell us about some different places you've gone to and just trying to, quote-unquote, better your game.
Pitt, I went to May 31st. It was all in a next weekend situation. I went to Pitt, then Boston College, then I went to Syracuse, then Penn State, and then I also went to Maryland. I got offered by Maryland and Penn State. I went up after my camp because I think that was my best camp. I went to Penn State. I went up in the Coach and Coach Franklin's office, and they really liked me too. So does Boston College, Syracuse, and Pitt. It was a very, very successful camps, and it was very, very fun.
Ryan, when you're going around to different colleges and getting that feel, whether it's a coach, whether it's feeling at home, what are some things that you're looking for and what you want to do at the next level?
Number one is academics. I always want to look at what's their academics nationally, like our top 25 football teams, but I also want to see their academics. I want to see, obviously, how their football is. Also, I want to see coaching stability. Do they like to bounce around from team to team every couple of years? Because when I'm at college, I would like to have the same coaching staff. I want to see how that checks. But also, I want to know, how does it feel? Do I feel like family there? And that's the main thing. I want to make sure it's a family situation and just know I'm a part of the team.
Ryan, tell us a little bit about what it's like. Your dad played in the NFL, played at the highest level, and obviously played at the University of Maryland. So for you to kind of experience, there's that balance between, somebody who's been there, being pushed too hard, that's a challenge, I'm sure, for your dad, and I'm sure for you to kind of have that balance as to what it takes. Obviously, you sound like you have your ducks lined up in what you want to do as far as academics and athletics, but tell us about the challenges of that.
Everything. Football never ends. It's, usually starts August, ends November, but that's not it. The off season, you got to train. I train 5 days a week with my cousin Eric Kemmer over at Danko's. It takes a toll on your body, If it was easy, everyone would do it, and that's why I love football. Football is in my blood. I train, and during the season, I practice possibly hard as I possibly can. And after working for many years with my cousin, it's finally starting to show a lot of results. And I'm very grateful for him training me. And I'm grateful to have a good coaching staff. I'm grateful to have my brothers around me playing. I just love football, and I love everything about it.
Ryan, how about relax time? I mean, do you get a whole lot of that, or what do you like to do when you're able to kind of quiet down and just, maybe do something that you enjoy?
Honestly, me and my cousin Eric, we just like to have some guy time. We go out, play on the golf course a little bit. Honestly, I don't get much time. I get the weekends, and after we go training hard, he'll give me a couple days off here or there, but there's not much downtime, really. The weekend's my downtime, and that's pretty much it. That's what it takes.
Ryan Solt here on the John Mendola Show as we talk Coughlin High School football and what it's going to take for him and his fellow student athletes there for the Crusaders to have a successful season. Ryan, obviously everybody on the outside is saying, hey, Coughlin could have a good year. They could be really good. But it matters what's on the inside and what the guys are doing. You seem to take a leadership role as a junior, one of the leaders on the team.
Yes, sir. I always try to push my players as much as possible. I'm not a captain this year. I'm not sad about that because it doesn't take a captain to be a leader. I'm still going to be a leader to my team. The people that are captains this year very much deserve it. They're all seniors. They work to have this spot there. But the inside camaraderie that we have is very, very good. We like to do stuff as a team. We go out. We hang out a lot. And that's what it takes to be a good football team because then you have that good chemistry. But leadership-wise, we have a lot of leadership this year. I'm obviously going to help lead the O-line or help lead the D-line and be as good as we're going to end up being possibly the best lines in the Valley. And that's what it takes.
Ryan, as far as a little self-evaluation, tell us about some areas you think you need to work on and some things that you would say, hey, you're doing pretty good, whether it's you're a nasty football player, you like to hit, you have good feet. What are some things you would say that you're doing pretty well right now at Coughlin? And, of course, those things you're trying to get better every day at.
After the season, me and my cousin Eric, we watched my highlights, my huddle, and we went over that for 20 hours and put my highlight tape together. We saw my footwork. I have good footwork, but I just need to work on my technique, and that was at the end of last off season. Just like my all-around technique. I ended up letting up one sack during the year, pass. But honestly, after going to my camps, my technique on run blocking and pass blocking has gotten a lot better. I went to 5 camps, like I said. My technique, I feel, has improved a lot. I even think my footwork's gotten even a lot better, but I just love hitting people. That's all I love to do. Put my fingers down on the ground and just hit.
Hey, there's some linemen in this area that have gone on to the next level and done some great things at college. And, of course, I think we have another year of good linemen and some underclassmen. The Bleich kid at Valley West, yourself, the Monk kid from Dallas last year goes to Penn State. Scranton Prep has a couple at Penn State. So this area really known for some of those linemen. And I'm sure you become friends with some of these guys around here and go through the recruiting process with them as well.
Yes, I have. Chris Bleich, one of my good buddies, he's over at Valley West, coming up being a sophomore this year. But also McGovern from up at Lake Lehman. Us three have honestly haven't gotten a good relationship. We trained in the off season together in the winter. We went up to Lake Lehman, and me, Bleich, and McGovern got some training with Coach Cinti. He just put us through some drills and stuff. We just worked out a little bit. That also helped my footwork out a lot. We did drills with all three of us, double teams with me and Bleich. He helped McGovern out steps for center, and that really helped out a lot too. Got very good friendships out of that.
It's great to hear that you guys are close, and then, of course, if you're ever able to play each other on the field, that all goes away, but to see some of the other guys and encourage them and what they're able to do at the next level. Ryan, I want to thank you for your time. We wish you well this season at Coughlin High School. Know you have a bright future ahead of you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mendola. Have a good one.
All right, that's an honor student at Coughlin High School, Ryan Solt. Here on the John Mendola Show, we are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.